Hey guys, out here in the fading light because I've been working all day and I got just enough done today to warrant actually showing you guys what I did. So I'm gonna go up to my room, plug into the computer, and show you guys what I made and how it's looking. Alright guys, so here we are. I made it white this time so it really popped for you guys. If you look here, this is the full body suit right here, and then right down at this joint, this is where the leg that I'm developing right now is going to pop into. So let's go over there, take a peek-see at that, maybe. All right, here we go. So right here, this is the leg. So these two joints, these right here, are going to spin around those parts that you saw there. That's going to be one of the joints. So then, this joint right here is one joint, and then there's another one facing this way on the frontal plane. That's one joint. This is sagittal plane, and this is the transverse plane right here. And those three together give you the full range of motion of your hip joint. So these ones right here are what I call slider joints. If you're new to the channel, I'll explain what those are. But essentially, well, I won't even explain. I'll just show you. If we come in here, this right here slides like this. There we go. So this is going to slide like this, and it looks funny because the lower part should be what's sliding, but I can't really change that in Fusion 360. There's not a good way to do it. Well, hold on. All right, here we go. So now you can see that is what's going to actually happen. Boom, like that. So this is going to be how you internally and externally rotate your foot. So if this was my leg, it'd be going like this. So if this was my foot and my arm was my leg, it'd be doing this motion like this. It wouldn't be going up and down. It wouldn't be going in and out. It would be going like that. So, but there's two joints that do it. So we'll turn that one all the way over, so you see, great. And then we'll take the other one, and we'll drive it, and bring it all the way over. So this would be bringing your toes. So now this point over here is be turning your toes really far in like that. It actually looks like it's going almost too far in, if I'm being honest. But, because your foot, well, now your foot can almost go that far. So that looks pretty close. I don't think I've actually driven these all the way over. I just wanted to show you guys, so I haven't even really looked at this yet. Let's go hard over the other way. So it goes negative 37.5 degrees that way, and then we'll take the other one, and we'll drive the joint. This has a total degree of motion of about, I think 135 degrees of motion is the maximum rotation you'll get from this suit, from this joint, rather. So this would be going back the other way, and you know what, actually this isn't even that great of a representation because I'm not entirely sure where these were in the beginning. Anyway, you get the idea, right? So this right here goes down, and then this would be rotating your foot out. The other way, so it'd be taking your foot and rotating it out like that, and then, so external rotation is the correct term for that, and then internal rotation is the other way. But that should give you guys a pretty good idea of what's happening there. So if you watch here, I'll bring it back to its normal position, and there we go, and you can see this would be like at the base, and then so it can rotate one way and rotate the other way, and this about lines up with where the foot is now. It looks like, so what I'm probably going to do is my foot is slightly out, I'm going to take it, I'm going to rotate it slightly out, and then I'll keep building, and then from there I'm going to build the knee joint, and then do the same kind of rotation. Well, actually I'm going to use a ring like I did on the forearm, if you saw that video. If not, go watch it, you know you want to. There's going to be a ring joint here. So these are called sliding joints. These are called hinge joints. And then that would be a ring joint, and then down to the foot, which is going to be made mostly out of sliding joints. You have two degrees of freedom there, 1 degree of freedom in the knee, well, 2 degrees of freedom in the knee, one that rotates around for internal and external rotation. But that's only when your knee is bent. So there's going to be a locking mechanism, so you can't do that while it's straight, which is how biology works. And then when your leg is bent, you'll be able to swivel around the knee, as well as bend the knee there, and then there's 3 degrees of freedom at this joint. So it goes 3, 2, and then there's 2 here. I wanted to show you guys one other thing that I forgot to show you. Sometimes this thing turns pink. I don't know why. That's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is I found a way. You'll notice here that this is very close fitting on the inside here, but it's still supported. And the way I was able to do that, which I didn't do on the arm, but I will probably do it on Draft 4, assuming as this marinades, and I decide for sure that I like it. I like the way, so what I did is instead of having, what I normally do is I like, this is like the base piece, and this is like the part that kind of clamps onto that base piece, right? So these parts, they go through bolts, by the way. So they bolt together and then they come apart, and then there's a piece on the inside and there's a spacer in there so they don't bolt onto the thing and not be able to move. And the spacer is going to be hand cut. Crazy. Anyway, normally what I do is I have this part that comes down the leg, so like this part up here, come down, and I have it attached to the base. And the idea was to give it more structure. But by doing this, I don't have to have that sliding piece up as high, so right up next to my groin. And part of the reason I didn't get as much done today as I wanted to was because I ran into some trouble with some just bullshit from Fusion 360. But the other reason is that I was really trying to figure out, and I was thinking about this a lot, that if I did a ring in here, I wouldn't have been able to like close my legs really any further than they are like right now, which is kind of ridiculous. Like it would be so hard to walk in this thing. It would look really goofy. It wouldn't look cool. I really want this thing to look cool. I mean, yeah, I want it to be functional, and I want to make it fly, and I want to have all this other shit ready to go for it, but I also want it to fucking look good. So anyway, by doing that, I don't have to have the ring here, and I'm able to offload it and put it down here where my leg narrows, and where it also doesn't matter as much, because essentially what you're doing is drawing like a line kind of down. So the point which they touch at, like they can get fatter towards the bottom, and it won't actually it won't, as they get fatter towards the bottom, it won't, as long as it's thin up top, it'll still come in the same amount as long as it doesn't go past some distance. And so it has something to do with how they rotate and touch each other. So I don't know exactly what that is, but essentially, what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to have more mass around the lower part of the leg, but up in the groin, if you have mass there, it's like putting your, I don't know, a roll of toilet paper or something between your legs and trying to walk. It'd be really hard, right? Way up there. But if you had that same amount of mass between your knees, like you could probably walk with 2 rolls of toilet paper on each side of your knee. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why that works. And then it's much tighter here too, which I really like. And one thing I was fucking with on the full body suit, I was kind of messing with the joints and bringing them down. I should have showed you that, but I didn't. But anyway, because that ring is on there, it kind of comes in and starts touching my body, sticks out. So like I can only get my arms down to like right about here. That's acceptable. I mean, that's not terrible. I'm more okay with having more bulk on my arms but I need to be able to walk. I mean, that definitely has to happen. I'm all right with just letting my arms kind of hang and relax and kind of have them stick up a little bit. That won't be that bad. Probably. As long as it doesn't make my arms go numb. So I'll have to pad them properly on the inside, But this is really important that I don't have too much mass in there so I'm able to walk. And I think this is an elegant way to do that. And then it may be something I try to take and put onto the arm as well. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, guys. So I hope you like how that's coming. I think the fact that it's not as bulky on the inside of the leg is a good win for that, because it'd be really weird to walk in this without it. Anyway, I think it's ticking along, guys. We're getting there. It's late, man. I've been working all night, or I've been working all day. It's like 8 o'clock right now, so it's summer. If you're watching this way in the future, so that's why it's just getting dark now. But yeah, we're getting there. It's pretty neat, man. We're gonna get there soon. We're gonna have a full-on fucking suit, completely built. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that right there, but way fucking cooler. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. The rest of you, I fucking love you. You guys are great. Have a great night.